Etra-chan side. My name is Akamatsu. I used to be a regular office employee. It's not like I was fired or let go or anything. Paralyzed from the hip down, huh? It's just because I can no longer work in a condition like this. 1 month earlier. Phew, I'm freaking exhausted from work. But I mean, I think that I did a pretty good presentation. So maybe I'll be able to get a pretty good bonus too. Alright, I'll take Yuzuriha to a really nice restaurant this weekend. I bet you even she would be happy. What? It was a large truck rear-ending me. I just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time and ended up severely injured. The doctors were able to keep me alive, but when I woke up, I had no control over my lower body. I was destined to live in a wheelchair for the rest of my life, and I'm unable to take control of myself at all in my lower body. Man, I think that I won't be able to take her to an expensive restaurant anymore. I'm gonna make a lot less money too. My life is completely done for. I guess this means that I'm going to be getting a divorce from Yuzuriha. Yuzuriha's my wife. We've been dating from when we were in college, but she was pretty standoffish and not too lovely.
Look, Akamatsu, if you were to ever go overseas for business, then I am not going to be able to follow you. Do you understand? Also, I'm never going to forgive you for cheating. If you ever try to force me to act like a woman from a long time ago where she just quietly acts like an obedient wife, then we're going to get a divorce right away.
I know. I won't be able to make the kind of money that I used to anymore. If that happens, then I will probably have to force Yuzuriha to have to hold back a lot of her desires and goals. I'll probably have to have her take care of me too. I'm sure she won't be able to take it at all. Yuzuriha. I'm really sorry. I don't know what to say.
Uber.
Huh?
Don't make me repeat myself over and over. We're going to do it. We're going to be a YouTuber.
Huh?
I have decided to shine on the internet. I'm going to be the young and kind wife that continues to stay by her paralyzed husband's side.
Huh? What are you talking about?
What do you mean, what am I talking about? You don't understand what I'm saying? We're going to hold hands and face the struggles head on. I think that people really love a good romance story like that. On top of that, I'm a pretty good-looking girl. I think that if I just use the situation to my advantage, then I should be able to make more money than before.
But I don't know. I don't think I can do that. I feel like I'm being made like some kind of performing monkey or something.
Oh, okay. Then what are you going to do? Where are you going to come up with the money for the two of us to survive? Are you just going to live off of Social Security from the country? It's not like you've got any special skills or trades that you can use with just your upper body. I think with the skills that you have, you really aren't going to be making anything anywhere near what you make now. So you just need to cooperate with me. Got it?
Okay, fine. I don't know if this is really going to work. Afterwards, Yuzuriha started blogging and posting videos as a sort of profession. When she was in college, she used to perform in theater. So that explains why she's so good at it. She didn't get all upset or gloomy. She just faced the problems that we were facing head-on as a bright and supportive wife. Her acting was spot on.
We're out looking at the cherry blossoms with Akamatsu-kun today. What do you think, Akamatsu-kun? Thoughts?
It's really beautiful. Not as beautiful as you, though.
What are you talking about, silly?
I would also try to fit the character. So I would try to be the loving husband who's caring for the wife who hasn't lost hope. I don't know if this is good enough. Who's going to actually watch this stuff?
Let's go over there too, huh? Check it out.
And my worries actually hit the nail on the head. But not really. Maybe it's thanks to Yuzuriha's looks, but our popularity continued to grow steadily. This is a really strange feeling. We started gaining more and more blog hits and views on YouTube. At the same time, we started making more and more money from the influencer work. However, hey Yuzuriha, I'm really sorry for making you take care of me all the time. Especially like cleaning stuff down there, you know?
Seriously. They'll demonetize us for that too, so we can't even make a video out of it.
Hey, you know the videos and blogging stuff? They're all going really well now, but I think that people are eventually going to get tired of it.
Yeah, I think so. People get used to being moved and being upset or sad about something.
If I stop earning money in the way that you think I can, then I don't mind if you divorce me or anything like that.
I don't know what's wrong with you, but you aren't allowed to tell me what I can and can't do. I don't care what you think about everything. I'm going to be deciding on when we get a divorce on my own. I'll divorce you if I feel like it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But I'm sorry that this happened to us before we were able to have kids.
You really are good at making someone upset, aren't you? Look, yes, you might be paralyzed in your lower body, but if you just take the right steps, you can still have kids. It's not like I want kids anyway. You should abandon the thought of some age-old thought where you need to have kids and have a perfect life or something. It's outdated.
Don't be so crazy. Yuzuriha was saying, don't worry. But I had no confidence at all. I didn't know if I could take care of her going forward. I thought that maybe it was better for her to get remarried to someone who was healthy. Unlike me, the more time that passed, the more worried I became. Then, it was right around that time.
It's starting to get cold, isn't it? Must be nice for you though, huh? You only get cold in your upper body.
You know, you really shouldn't be saying that outside like that. It's a pretty dark joke to be saying out of character. Excuse me! Do you have a second? You're Yuzuriha-san and Akamatsu-san from the Yuza Aka channel, right? We're actually from a channel called the Justice Channel. I'm Hiragi, and this is Tachibana. We were actually hoping to collab with you.
Collab with us? And what do you mean by that?
Well, less of a collab and more of a discussion, really. Honestly, we think that the way you two are doing things isn't good. In a variety of ways, actually.
What?
I mean, come on. Think about it. You're just using the fact that he's disabled as some kind of way to get an emotional rise out of people. It's like an emotional promo.
Well, this is an interesting discussion, isn't it? I feel like an actual constructive discussion includes things that are more intellectual and socially acceptable.
Huh? Are you mad because I'm totally right? Just so we're clear, you're on camera. If you do anything violent, you're going to be cancelled in a heartbeat. Honestly, we kind of predicted that people like this would eventually show up, and I think that there were actually quite a few comments in our videos that were saying something similar to what they were saying. I mean, honestly, it's not like I don't understand or anything. I had some hesitations at first too. But, come on Akamatsu-san, say something for us. You're being treated as some kind of spectacle for everyone to watch. Yeah, maybe I am. Maybe you are? What about your respect? Your ego? You should be more angry. Shouldn't you just stand up for yourself? You're free to try to defend the self-respect of people if you want, but I still don't like the way you two are doing things. Huh? I mean, even with your logic of how I'm being treated as a spectacle, you want to sit there and say that Yuzuriha's treating me like that? Well, what the hell are you two doing then? Aren't you just making me some kind of spectacle? A poor guy who's being used by his wife and taken advantage of? No, we don't want that kind of comments. I see. But what kind of comments do you want? I'll say whatever you want, but you better be willing to cough up the money for that, huh? The kind of money that we can make from videos and blogging. Enough for us to not have to starve. Oh, and make sure you take care of everything that I can't too, like wiping my ass. Every day, outside of editing all the videos and typing up all the blogs. You can sit there talking about ego and respect after you take care of all of that.
Hey, honey, don't be spooking the younger kids, okay? You need to do all this more efficiently.
Huh?
I recorded that entire conversation. I've got the part where you two were acting pretty horrible, too. So, we've got a wife that's covering for her lovely husband. On the other hand, we've got two adult men who are bothering them and harassing them on their lovely day out, acting like a couple of clowns. I wonder which side society will take. If you upload anything and edit it in a way that you like, you are free to publish it if you want. But the second you do that, we will absolutely upload any and all interaction we just had, completely uncut, immediately.
Damn it! I hope you die, hypocrite! Sorry, I kind of talked a little too much, huh?
Seriously, you realize that if I wasn't recording the whole interaction, that they would have just edited it into a video that made it seem like we were in the wrong? But I do feel a little bit relieved. Thank you.
Sure. Afterwards, they were the center of controversy over something else. They'd apparently been posting some pretty abrasive videos from before, and it had finally reached a boiling point. Yuzuriha was all kinds of happy when she was telling me the miserable fate that they had reached.
And then?
I don't think I've seen my wife that happy. Ever.
Ah, man, it's just so nice to see the faces of someone when they're just really struggling and in pain, you know?
Yeah, I guess you're right. You know, this might be a little late to point out, but she's seriously kind of twisted, isn't she?
But I think that we might be starting to hit a wall soon. We're starting to get fewer views and we're not making as much money.
Are we going to quit?
Of course not. I think if we quit, they're going to figure out that we are only making these videos for the money.
That's true.
And besides, there have been an increase in comments from couples that are in a similar situation as us and saying they feel cheered up by our videos. So it's kind of difficult to quit now.
I see. Well then, why don't we just keep it up? Just as a sort of hobby, you know? It's not like we need to focus on ad revenue anyway. We won't be starving without it. I even found a new job.
I can't believe that you'd actually learn how to program.
I mean, I've got to work hard for you, you know? I can't just have you working hard all the time. I just wanted to say thank you. You've been supporting me this whole time. If you weren't around, then I never would have made it this far. I would have been dead a long time ago.
Oh, please, stop it. I've just been living my life this whole time. I'm staying around you because I want to be around you. You can't just thank me for no reason like that. It's upsetting.
You're right, I guess. Hey, Yuzuriha,
What?
I love you. I'm gonna make you happy. Wait, never mind. You don't like that kind of thing, huh?
Ah, you're finally starting to understand. You're totally right. I'm totally happy as it is right now. You don't need to make me happy. I can make myself happy.
Right.
Also, one more thing. I love you too.
Yeah.
ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。第三者に対して恋に不快感を与えるだとか、そんな迷惑をかけているような動画ではなく、ただ自分たちの様子を映しているだけですよね。それに対して本当は違うんじゃないかとか考えを湾曲させて勝手に悪い方向に解釈したりしてますけど、当事者同士がいいなら外野が口を出すものじゃないですよね。その様子を映すことで勇気をもらえる人だっています。動画なんですし、見たくない人は見ないということを選択できるんですから、